Welcome in. Thank you for being on time to your appointment today. So I did see that you did fill out our consultation form, so thank you very much for that. There's just one thing that you forgot to do, and it was subscribe to this channel. Yeah, I know it can get overlooked. It is all the way at the bottom, but we do require that in order to proceed, just because of the cost of the salon and stuff. We can't do things for free. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm really sorry. Bonus points if you were to like this video and to just leave a comment as well. Yeah, times are tough out here, and now we have to be in everybody's face about it. So thank you so much. And now we can begin your consultation. Thank you so much for making it in. So I did look at all of the photos that you sent, that you were curious to know if I could recreate your hair to match. So I definitely want to just ask you a couple of questions, and then we can go from there, okay? Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to get my phone out just so I can bring up your chart. Okay, and the photo that you sent as well. Okay. So I know that you were thinking about doing probably maybe continuing this. Just kind of continue on with the microlocks. Time that you could edit this down. Okay. So it's just kind of been a couple of months or something. Okay, because I can see that they're just a little bit grown out, but it's not grown out too much. Okay. So I can see that on some of the sides they're just a little bit they're just a little bit smaller than the ones up here. It's just a little bit bigger. Okay, and so is that what you like? Do you like them the two different sizes, or do you just kind of want to go and just make them all the same exact size? Okay, you just do the same exact size. Okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I would just recommend that oftentimes in the back that they can be just a little bit smaller, just because it's just the back of your head. Nobody really is it's exactly looking at them way too much. But in the front, where the hairline is just a bit more fragile, a lot of times people do to make it just a little bit more, just slightly bit more thick, not too much thicker, but just ever so slightly. So okay, but that's okay. But and then we could also just go and you could see the comparison of the smaller ones to the bigger ones, the ones that I do at least. So just so you know, and just want to make sure that you're comfortable with those sizes as well. Okay. So if I just pull up the picture here that you sent, and we're still thinking about doing something like this, right? So if you could just point out to me what it is exactly that you like about this photo, her hair, the color, the texture, anything like that, the length, just kind of get an idea of exactly what exactly it is that you're looking for. Okay. So the length that you're liking, okay, and then you're also liking the size too, okay. How do you feel about the color, or okay? So you're fine with the natural look that you have going on right here, okay. No, yeah, it'll also be a lot less expensive, and it'll be done a little bit quicker since we just can skip it a bit. So that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay. So another thing is, so there's a long laundry list of the questions that I'd have to ask you as well. So the first thing is first, how do you feel about your maintenance? How good are you on being able to go back and getting these retwisted? Because the smaller that they are, you just have to get them retwisted a lot more. And if you don't do it within the time frame that they start to get matted and it's just gonna be more time consuming for you and just more money out of your pocket just because of how small they are. Versus the bigger ones like back here where like you can cut it a bit long without getting them twisted. But so yeah, it's just like, so we have to just be like a little bit serious about like what you're realistically going to be doing. I have clients who can't even get in because of like their work schedules, or maybe they're like flying from like a different state or something. But when these become just like way too knotted and matted out, it's like a whole 8-hour day just trying to get them back to what they look like, and then you're just almost paying for like half of it installation all over again. So if it's something that you're not going to be able to do, I would just not even recommend doing that, you know. Okay, so yeah, that's just, and again with that, I'm gonna have like a whole size chart, so you're gonna be able to look at them. So I know I'm just saying like small, medium, large, stuff like that, but before we do this, like anything else, you're going to be able to look exactly at them, so you're going to have an idea of the thickness or the thinness of them. Okay, so if you think that you're someone who's just going to kind of like forget about it sometimes, or like, yeah, definitely want to do something that's a little bit like bigger than like the ones that you have in the bag, for sure. But these look really good and are really well taken care of. You never like touched these up or anything? No? Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, so another question is, so how often are you washing your hair? Okay. Like twice a month or something. Okay. No, that's not bad at all. I'm just trying to look to see if there's like any product built up. Because that's one more thing that we just have to consider. So that doesn't like bother you at all. Like that's like, it's not too sensitive or anything like that. No? Okay, perfect. Okay, let me just go around the rest of you just in case. Okay. So yeah, you should not like it under it or anything like that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you were, because like we're not going to be doing them too small, but if they were going to be a lot smaller, then it would just be like more tucking on the hair. So I just kind of wanted to give an idea of like what your scalp can withstand and what it cannot withstand. But if you're telling me that right now that this like doesn't hurt you at all, then that's perfect for me and for you as well. Okay, so that's good that there's not a lot of product built up, because a lot of times people are not properly getting in between like their locks to wash them, and there's a bunch of built up on them, and then it's prolonged for so long because they're also not getting their hair like retwist. And so by the time that they go to the stylist, it's just kind of a shit show, and you're just like, hey, make magic out of this. And it's like, I can't even do that at this point because it's so clunked up with the product. So that's good, because I was gonna say that you're doing the nice like scrubbing motion. And yeah, I would just stay away from like all of like the little products and stuff. Like they have like little scrubbers and stuff, but all that's gonna do is just get tangled into your hair. It's just gonna cause a huge mess, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get out. You might even have to like cut a lock or two, which is something that we don't want to do. So yeah, just definitely use your nails, just even like not even, so you just like the little palms of your fingers just to get in there. You're just gonna vigorously scrub like that, just like that. But you seem to know what you're doing, because I don't really see too much of like built up or anything like that. So that's good. Very good, very good. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the size down and the length. How do you feel? Do you want to like add extensions on, or do you think you kind of like want to like stick with this length? if you had like your hair was like as short as mine or something, that I would definitely, you know, recommend extensions if you wanted them. You don't have to have them, but your hair is like at a really good length. So honestly, like, you know, I don't even think that you really need to like add extensions to it or anything like that. So I think this is a really good length that we can just be comfortable with. Yeah, I agree too. Okay. So let's see, we'll talk about the length of the hair. We're gonna talk about the size of the braids. How often you wash it and stuff like that. Okay. And so you do know that the retwist fees, if you do come with me and you do like get your hair done with me, the retwist fees are just like a little bit cheaper, just because you are like a client that I see a lot. So I'm just not going to charge you up the ass just to come back to get a retwist or anything like that. So I would even recommend just doing like maybe like not as many like locks as well either. I mean, the picture again, like I'll pull up you like the picture that you showed me. It quite honestly looks like she has like quite a few. Okay. Like it just looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it looks like she has like at least like 1,000 locks, which is just, it's great. It looks beautiful, but I don't know if that's something that's gonna like truly fit in like with your lifestyle. So I just wanted to double check just to make sure. Okay. So I'm just thinking like maybe even like half of those locks or something, just because I know you're kind of just like always on the go. You just kind of like gonna throw your hair up or something. So I don't want to make it too much for you to the point where you just like kind of overwhelmed and you just don't want to do anything anymore. You know? Okay. But other than that, I just want to give you any questions for me before I just gotta wrap this up with you. You know about how often that you need to come back, and the size, the length, and everything. And do you think that you would want to do like maybe like a two-strand twist, or do you think you'd like even want to do like a braid? The two-strand twist does look a lot more natural eventually, but eventually even the three-strand braid, it eventually will just like lock up. Like you're not gonna be able to see it like you will like the two-strand braid. It's gonna look more kind of like a dreadlock versus like a two-strand twist lock. So again, it's just preference. I also like recommend if you just even want to like look on Pinterest just for like some ideas, just so you can kind of get an idea of like what it would look like possibly on you. I tell a lot of my clients, if they really, I mean, it's a very big decision, but if you even like take a picture of someone that you did like find on Pinterest, and then you like go and paste your face right on it, just so you get like the best example of what you're gonna look like. It's really not that it's really helpful actually. So I do like to recommend that to a lot of my clients, because I know that this is a very big purchase. So you just want to make sure that you're going to be making the right purchase with your money. Okay, I'm not just like here to just steal money from you or anything like that. I just really want to make sure that my clients are leaving happy and that they're fully educated with everything that they need to know. Okay, so just to kind of break down a little bit more things for you. So as you know, we're gonna go into this motion, and we can even go in like kind of like a circular motion as well. But just to recap everything, you do have like Instagram, like my number and everything. So if anything ever does change, if you have like questions about anything or just literally anything, please feel free to let me know. I'm gonna just always be there for you, just to help and to assist you. And like I said, we don't need to like jump on this right now or anything like that. I do like to give my clients a couple days just to kind of like sleep on it, because I know that it can be like a really big decision. And like I said, I'm not here just to like steal your money from you. I really want to make sure that you're going to be happy with the job that I do for you. So yeah, So as far as like I said, yeah, I would just keep interesting things. Just take a look in the mirror and just like really be honest with yourself about what you're going to be able to do as far as like the retwist and stuff like that. So yeah, yes, you have like my Instagram, but I'm going to just give you my card as well. So just tell me if you have any questions. Just let me know that you have information. But it was such a pleasure meeting you, and I'm so excited about the future we had. Okay, but yeah, I will see you soon. So the front exercise, we just can actually just go and set up your next appointment, which I would maybe schedule about for about like at least 2 weeks, so to give you enough time to kind of sleep on it. If you want to come in sooner, then that's perfectly fine. Okay. Alright, it was very lovely meeting you. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, bye-bye. But yes, you have like my